This is Film Focus with Emily Cook.
Each episode we discuss a film genre, theme or topic, and with it being the month of love due to Valentine's Day, we thought we'd ignore the saccharine sweetness of the romantic comedy and instead address the more unconventional stories of the movie world. As viewers, we're so used to Hollywood telling us the same contrived and formulaic love stories. We're all too familiar with the scenario of girl meets boy, couple strive against adversity to be together, happy couple ride off into the sunset, the end. We'd like to elaborate on the lesser told films of love, from the cult love story to the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender love story. Here are our top 5 unconventional love stories.
Lost in Translation is a 2003 American comedy drama written and directed by Sofia Coppola. It was her second feature film after The Virgin Suicides. It stars Bill Murray as Adrian actor Bob Harris, who befriends college graduate Charlotte, played by Scarlett Johansson, in a Tokyo hotel. The film is about their relationship. Lost in Translation received critical acclaim and was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor for Bill Murray, and Best Director for Coppola. Coppola won for Best Original Screenplay. I really like the fact that this isn't a traditional love story. The 2 main characters are unhappy in their respective lives and there's arguably a really large age gap. But a bond still forms and they become quite close over the course of their time together in Japan. The ending's left really open and I've often found myself considering what I think might have happened after the film draws to a close.
What was really interesting, would you say, about the film? Are there any interesting facts?
I thought it was amazing to find out that Scarlett Johansson was only 17 when she made the film.
I've chosen the 1996 movie Romeo and Juliet from director Baz Luhrmann.
My heart loved till now, for swear at sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night.
It's a modern retelling of Shakespeare's most famous romantic tragedy. 2 star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet, played by Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, fall in love and find themselves in an impossible, fateful situation. Baz Luhrmann sets the characters in a postmodernist city called Verona Beach, a play on Venice Beach, and the 2 opposing households, the Montagues and the Capulets, are in fact rival gangs with guns, knives and a huge amount of honour which needs defending.
I'm with you on this one, Emily, I have to say, but why did you select it specifically?
I find it's just so emotionally intense and beautiful and passionate, and it expertly translates Shakespeare's 400-year-old story into today's modern world. I feel the film is all the more intense for us knowing the ending from the start. The relationship depicted is beautifully acted by DiCaprio and Danes. It's so passionate, raw and innocent and visceral. The viewers can't help but be submersed in their impossible love and tragic fate. I find it hard to believe the film is now actually 20 years old.
Wow.
I know. I watched it recently and although there were some stylistic elements that felt a little dated, the story remains actually just as relevant as ever.
Well, Juliet, I will lie with you tonight.
My next film was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind for 2004, directed by Michel Gondry. It's basically about an estranged couple who have erased each other from their memories, and it's written by Charlie Kaufman and stars Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. It creatively uses elements of science fiction, psychological thriller and a non-linear narrative to explore the nature of memory and a rather unconventional romantic love. The film won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, and Winslet received an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress.
So it's a perfect example of a cult love story, and why did you select it?
I just think it's incredibly original and touching. I've never seen a film like it before. I think we can all understand and empathise how it feels when we're hurt and we're really in pain, and actually we'd quite like to erase all memory of someone from our lives. But I just think the film is clever because it examines whether it's better to feel that pain and have the happy memories that come with it as well. I thought it was really beautiful.
Yeah, it's something that everybody can relate to. So what interesting fact did you find out about the film?
During the train scene, apparently Kate Winslet punches Jim Carrey for real, and his reaction is actually genuine surprise. I've heard that Jim Carrey's a bit of a joker on set, so it's quite nice to have that reversed a little bit.
Yes, brilliant.
I don't want this anymore, I want to call it off!
My next film that I've selected is Amélie, which is a French film from acclaimed director Jean-Pierre Jeunet, which tells the story of a young waitress in Paris called Amélie, played by Audrey Tautou, who, using her wild imagination, orchestrates, positively affects the lives of those around her, based on her brand of justice. Along the way, she falls in love with a mysterious stranger.
This one, just from the description, sounds like it's quite a conventional love story. So why did you pick this one, Emily?
I loved this film from the moment I saw it. It tells of several unconventional love stories in parallel: parental love, self-love and respect, the love and compassion one can show to a stranger, and of course a very beautifully unorthodox and pure romantic love. The film is fast-paced and sweeps you along an unpredictable journey. I'd go so far as saying that actually Amélie is one of my favourite films of all time, and I know you love the film as well.
I do.
And it's a perfect way as well to introduce people to foreign cinema. It's a very easy in if somebody out there hasn't actually watched it. And actually my interesting fact about it is that the character was specifically written for Emily Watson, and she wanted the part but had to decline because she didn't speak French and had already agreed to be in Gosford Park. I'm just very pleased they actually went with Audrey Tautou because she's incredible.
She is perfect, isn't she? No one else could have played Amélie.
No.
Is there something you'd like to tell me?
And my last selection was The Danish Girl, directed by Tom Hooper. And it stars Eddie Redmayne as Lily Elba, one of the first known recipients of sex reassignment surgery. This remarkable love story is inspired by the lives of Danish painters Lily Elba and Gerda Wegener, and beautifully explores the couple's relationship as they navigate their groundbreaking journey as transgender pioneers.
So why did you select this?
I really, if people haven't picked this up already, I love watching love stories, especially if characters' circumstances are massively different to my own. And this story, it's not exactly true, but it definitely captures the love felt by Gerda for Lily beautifully. In actual fact, in real life, the women were more like sisters, and Gerda was in fact bisexual. But I think this is based on the fictional tale of them as opposed to their real lives, if that makes sense.
Fascinating. So we asked you on Facebook what your favourite unconventional love stories were. Toby Hawkins from Bexhill recommends 2 Days in Paris.
Robin Cole went for Brokeback Mountain, which I've not seen. This is one that I've not seen and I must put on my list.
It'll be on your list. We might talk about that a bit later. Fiona Haller and Sarah Hendy put forward Harold and Maude. Some great suggestions there to add to the list. Thank you so much for getting in touch. We always love to hear from you through our Facebook pages and blog comments. You'll find more on this topic, including trailers, posters and links to the film on our blog.
Thanks for listening to Film Focus with Emily Cook. Happy movie going!